Getting ready for the competition.
Well, I've got to say that conditions, luckily, have become a little subdued because just a short while back, about 20 minutes ago, they were pretty rough, what with the rain and high winds. Now, of course, there's a bit of a wind from southwest, I think, and the technical officials just making sure things are all set. So, just a quick word then, Gagan, about the change of format here in the mixed event, where earlier we had finalists, and now we have just a bronze medal shootout and a gold and silver shootout. So it's all added to the excitement because you can focus on just two teams doing their very best. It's sort of like a match play, one against the other. That's it.
Well, yes, most importantly, everybody is competing for a medal, and that kind of increases the pressure and the intensity of the sport. Unlike we saw the other day how exciting the 10-meter air rifle mixed event was, and it kept us on the nerves and on the edge till the very end, and looking forward for having some great action and competition here as well.
And even though local spectators are not allowed, there are a fair number of, should we say, local officials, and that always just add to the little bit of advantage that home athlete may have. Coaches for our bronze medal teams in the far distance in the blue shirt, a good friend,
Popularly known as Joey, as we call
Joey
him.
Mancher, saying himself a celebrated shooter. And then, of course, the other coach as well for the Qatar team.
Yeah, he was the ex-coach of India in Unio Falco. Mansher there. Now we see Miraj Khan.
Yeah, well, so lots of local interest. We'll be introducing the bronze medal playoff athletes to you soon. But there is local interest, of course. Qatar featuring there and India. So India may end up with a bronze. We don't know just yet. And of course, there's an Indian team in the gold, silver match later on as well, competing with Kazakhstan, who are, of course, a very strong shooting nation.
Yes, we are going to be glued to the action today with bronze and the gold medal match and the Indians participating in them. Jitender Beniwal, the coach, Skeet coach.
Well, a big moment for all because at stake is a World Cup medal. Never easy to get there. And especially with these new events, I suppose there's additional excitement of being some of the early athletes to be winning a skeet mixed medal. But we can assure you, it's a very exciting, sort of almost like a shoot-off between two teams that have made it to third and fourth position in the qualifiers. There was a shoot-off, by the way, literally, because we had only one team at 141 and three others at 140. So they had a shoot-off to decide who goes into the silver and gold playoff and or match. And the other two teams decided who was going to be third and fourth, for whatever it's worth, to get into the bronze match.
A bit of a show of the birds and clay targets and fouling shots just to warm up the barrel and the muscles.
So we talk about Kazakhstan being a shooting powerhouse. So too are some of the Middle East countries. Qatar certainly is, and they've made it here to the bronze match. Along with the UAE, they've got some wonderful shooters. Kuwait too, a big shooting tradition. Yeah, shooting athletes right on top of the world.
Absolutely, Charu. One of the best teams.
Okay, so let's just introduce her anyway. Reem Al Sharshani from Qatar will be partnering Rashid Hamad, who unfortunately did not make a medal, but he did make the final of the individual skeet. Now, of course, we look at the Indian side, Mehraj Ahmad Khan, who will be partnering Parinaz Dhaliwal. And, they finished fourth in that shoot-off. They were also tied at 140. Here's Parinaz. Well, look at the focus there. That's what it's all about. So the gun swinging one side, depending on whether, of course, it's coming from the high or the low station, then quickly swinging to the other. And every once in a while, though, we may actually see that happen here. The birds intersect, and with one shot, both are pierced. And then, of course, the shooters have to reset and do that once again because only one shot per target is allowed. Oh, yes, that makes a wonderful picture, almost poetic, Gagan.
Absolutely, they're trying to visualize the bird and figuring out how much lead and where to break the bird. Manshir Singh.
Well, what a veteran. So many international competitions. Okay, here we go. Just about to have the official walk-in. There is a process, some pageantry, as it were, before they're officially introduced to not the spectators here, because there are none, but all the rest of us and those who are waiting. So Joey, good luck, and of course to Ennio as well. Still very cloudy, as you can see in the background, so I wonder what that does to visibility. Normally you'd like a nice clear blue sky, and maybe the orange of the bird shows much better against it. But we're all set for the Skeet mixed team bronze medal match. Only two teams will come in and vie for that bronze medal. Both teams were similar or the same in qualifying at 140. And just to remind you, there are two sets of 20 shots that both the teams will have to shoot. Typically in Skeet, there are three stations, number 3, 4, and 5, from which they shoot. The first station, number 3, 8 shots apiece. The second station in the middle, 4 shots apiece. And the final station, 8 shots as well. So that's 8, 4, 8, 20 in round 1, 20 in round 2. And the maximum number of birds shot wins you a bronze medal. Okay, we're just about ready for the official introductions. The Indians finishing at 4th spot to be introduced first.
Miraj Ahmed Khan, 45-year-old, world ranking 24, World Cup silver medalist in 2016 Rio, and also an Olympian.
And indicating to the official that we can't really hear you. Let's have a little louder introduction, should we? Parinaz Dhaliwal. Well, she's very young.
Very young, 19-year-old, world rank 34, best performance, World Cup, 7th place in Cairo 2021. Fresh from that, missed the final. Rashid Hamad, 33-year-old, world rank 16, won the bronze medal in Cairo in 2021 and Asian Championship gold medal in Jaipur. So, favorite.
And that's Reem, just to get it right. And of course, their coach, as you said, part of the Indian setup as well earlier. Oh, might hear the wind picking up once again. And the athletes are experiencing it out there in the open. Old friends of yours, no doubt. Mr. Krishna Kumar, the referee in charge.
We've seen them shoot on the range quite often.
Mr. Madhuritnov, the jury in charge. Just a quick, let's have a prediction here, Gagan. Go for it. Now, both the teams are tied in qualifying at 140, so obviously they're very similar ability. But if home advantage is to make a difference here, then you might favor the Indians. But in just terms of their international standing, their experience, who do you fancy for the bronze?
Well, considering Miraj's performance and form, I think he would be the better off between the Indians, and I think Rashid Hamad from the Qataris would be pulling away for their respective teams.
Well, you named the two men, and yes, they are more experienced. Parinaz certainly at 19, not fabulously experienced, but good enough to partner Mehraj and get into the bronze medal match here. So all the athletes line up one behind the other. It's Qatar that will begin. And for them, Rashid Hamad, who I mentioned earlier, made the final of the individual event along with Alatia. But unfortunately, no medal for him then. Of course, a chance here to remedy that. Well done. Good start. Well, isn't that something that can give you an enormous amount of confidence? You begin, get both, and then say, all right, I think I'm sighting it well.
Yes, it does, Charu. And both missed now, so I guess that's not going to be good for the Qataris.
Well, I think I jinxed him. I said he's gotten both now, lots of confidence, and he goes and misses the next two. So that's Reem now for Shani. She begins very well too. It might be the women who might save the men today. We'll see.
Smoked both the birds. Well, that could be the case.
Well, she's going to walk back and tell Rashid Hamad, that's the way to do it. And Parinaz, in the meantime, gets both the birds as well. That's a terrific start for the youngster. And behind her, Mehraj watching very keenly.
Misses one. Miraj earlier on quickly taking a card out of his pocket, getting his leads right. Misses one as well.
Ouch, that will hurt a bit. But Hamad missing two might give a little bit of leeway here for the Indians. If he gets both here, they could be tied. And yes, he does. So after the first 8 shots, 6 points apiece. And as we expected, Gagan, this could be close, should be close.
Yes, it looks like it's going to be a very close event, Charu.
We just saw that puff of pink smoke earlier on, and that's special to the targets normally in the final. But here we'll have to say the bronze medal playoff, they have an extra bit of pink dust put. Oh, he misses again. One of them. I think that pink cloud does add a nice element in terms of viewership, certainly, and even for the shooters, just makes it that much more clear.
Well, they're called flash clays, Charu, and yes, it does make it more spectator friendly. And wow, what amazing shooting by Reem.
Yeah, just about clipped the second one, Reem. One miss for Paranaz again. A little bit of pressure now on Mehraj. We see it on his face.
It's showing Mrs. One.
Well, the Indians fall back by 1 shot and they move to station number 5, where once again, both the shooters, both the athletes will have 4 shots apiece. So that's 8 points on the station. Well, he started out really well. Rashid Ahmad has a little bit of catching up to do with his teammate Reem, who's done exceedingly well.
Smokes both the birds.
Yep, he was spotting the low to high, saw that very well, and then quickly shifted. Had enough time for the high to low in the distance.
Missed one.
Like orange frisbees flying in the distance. Okay, Reem. Oh, misses the first. Well, giving the Indians a little bit of a window of opportunity. 2 more shots. Well, that didn't go too well for the Qatar team. So 8 points or 8 shots on the station. They're 6 behind India. They can actually go 2 up. They have a perfect score.
Applause there for Parinaz. Shooting both. Oh,
Misses both. Whoa. Well, they just seem to fly at a strange trajectory. It's a little unusual to miss both.
well, yes, actually, both have to intersect in the center of the range. Miraj making it up.
And he's got 2 more to tie at this stage after the first round of 20.
He misses one. And at the end of the first 20 birds, we are Qatar at 14 and India trailing behind by 1 on 13.
Yeah, I think he just rushed that second shot, the second bird, Mehraj. But let's not be too critical. It's pretty tough still. And they will quickly realign for the second set of 20. As you can see, Parinaz missing two birds in that on that final station. Maharaj won, and that could have made the difference. They did very well in the 4 shots before that. We're all set for the second round, and it begins well for Rashid Hamad.
And Rashid Hamad gets both the birds.
Well, pretty non-partisan support here. They applaud for that perfect 4 by Rashid Hamad, who, let's remind you, made the final of the individual skeet event for men, but unfortunately finished out of medal reckoning. And this is his opportunity to make up for that and go home with, even if it's just a bronze, it's a medal at the World Cup, and I'm sure he'll be delighted. Ooh, a double hit and then a double miss by Reem. Well, the wind is certainly up, and some of the installations on either side of the range are suffering a bit as the wind picks up, making it much more difficult for these athletes. And Parinaz duly misses one. Does she gets both? Oh, she does. Just a clip then. Let's take a look at the second. Yeah, well done.
She misses one on the second shot. Raj Khan getting an opportunity, gets both, and if he gets the next 2, he will tie the score.
Very important at this stage not to fall too far behind. So the pressure continues on the Indians, who are 1 point behind after the first round of 20. And he does get both. So as you can make out from the applause, all those present here delighted at the fact that the Indians have caught up. If for nothing else, we at least keep a nice tight competition going here for bronze, Gagan.
Yes, Charo, it's neck and neck between the 2 teams, both not letting go.
Okay, station number 4, the middle station. Oh, well done again. Hamad coming into form just when it matters most. Halfway stage of the second and final round of 20.
Reem Sharshani not missing, giving a chance. She gets both the clay targets.
That's the way to do it. So Qatar now in a position to pull away. Plenty of pressure once again on the Indians with that perfect show from station number 4 for Qatar. Well done, Parinaz. And she shows a bit of attitude, flinging the 2 countries away.
Raj Khan getting both.
And now the final 8 shots, 4 apiece from the lady and the gentleman. Oh, well done. Look how he follows it. All very, very close. The 2 teams tied. Qatar 24, India 24. 8 shots to go.
Not missing a single shot on the last station. Hamad continuing with 2.
It must still be rankling him to miss a medal in the individual event. So he's very keen to make sure he takes something home from here.
And he gets all 4.
This is just a terrific finish by the Qatar team. They've been shooting better and better, especially in this last round. It's all down to Reem. A perfect score here will put the Indians under tremendous pressure.
And Reem smoking the targets, putting pressure on the Indians.
This is just brilliant by the Qatar team. A perfect score from the final station. And One miss here at any stage, and the Indians will have to settle at fourth position. Qatar, well done. Virtually assuring themselves of a bronze unless we get to a shootout.
Daliwal getting both the targets.
I wonder what Joey's feeling here when he can't be biting his nails because he's got a mask on. But this is close and tough.
Oh, she misses one.
Yeah, one miss and it's all over, really, because India needed a perfect 8 from here. All the targets needed to be hit. Yet, I suppose you can shoot for pride and ensure that Maharaj shoots a perfect 4 here.
Well, that's not going to be enough today, Charu.
No, it's not. They might lose by a point if that happens. Still, a good show. Close. And well done. So just that one miss by Parizad will ensure that Qatar take bronze. And Joey, what can I say? Well done. No luck today. The Indians finish fourth. Parizad, only 19, will learn from this. Very annoyed with herself, as you can see. But I'm sure Maharaj and the coach will cool her down and say, you will get more opportunities. Well done, Parizad. And of course, Maharaj too. But Qatar take bronze. And just nice to see that high level of competition, despite the conditions, Gagan.
Well, yes, it was a bit of a wet start actually, and the wind was picking up. But in the end, I think the Qataris were absolutely brilliant. I think they also, I mean, she's not very happy. And they shot absolutely fantastic, not giving a chance to India, putting pressure, getting all 4 targets in the last few shots, and it was pretty much up to India to kind of match up and go into a tiebreaker. But unfortunately, Daliwal missing that shot, I think India would have to settle on fourth place.
Well, just to probe through you whether, with Qatar finishing third in the qualifying, they had first shot and the Indians were always following. So I suppose if the team shooting first does well, there's double the pressure on the team shooting next because you know you have to match a certain target. And I wonder if it works, you know, one way or the other or not.
Well, yes, if they are in the lead, yes, you have a certain bit of a pressure. But if you're leading, then the mental makeup is totally different.
Okay, we'll call it a tie. I think the jury is out on whether it's a benefit to shoot first or not. But well done, Qatar. Once again, here's a shot of Maharaj, all concentration, and he did rather well. A couple of misses here and there, but I've got to say the 19-year-old partner, Parinaz, also did reasonably well, but Dream was pretty good. And of course, ultimately, it was Rashid Hamad with his experience who made sure that Qatar led the way and a bronze medal for all his trouble. Missed one, to remind you, in the individual final, but he will go back home with a medal from the ISSF World Cup, New Delhi. Reem Al-Sharshani, along with Rashid Hamad, made the Qatar team. They finished third thanks to a shootout in the qualifying, and that's how they finish in this bronze medal match as well. Taking the bronze, nice camaraderie between all the shooting athletes.
Kainan Janai will be shooting in the days to come.
Yep, we've got lots of trap events as well.
Riya Kumari, women's trap team.
Oh, I love the shot in unison. Just
Whoa, she's like.
visualization is just so important. Not that the birds fly in exactly the line you wish, but it's got to be a quick spot, then a turnaround, different direction, and shoot again within, well, less than a second. Oh, that's a magnificent sight, that pink cloud when it bursts. You know, you've done a terrific job.
Just so much focus. She doesn't look very happy.
Not that time, but she showed a bit of attitude when she got 2 out of 2 sometime during the contest and said, well, here we go. Come on, I can do this. Just that one miss from the final station, the final shots, was enough to have India slip to 4. And Qatar, with Rashid Hamad here waving to the crowd, deservedly taking bronze in the mixed skeet event. at this ISSF World Cup in New Delhi.
Well, India still having a chance at a medal today with the gold medal match between India's Ganemat Sekho and Gajbadwa with Kazakhstan.
And we welcome you back to the ISSF World Cup Rifle Pistol Shotgun event at the Dr. Karni Singh Shooting Range. Magnificent 100-acre complex, ranges for everything, for rifle, for pistol, lots of other skeet and trap ranges as well outdoors, which of course are subject to weather changes, as the range here certainly was, with a little bit of rain earlier on, but that's gone away. And conditions a little quieter. We're also in the flight path, so every once in a while you will see that shot. The tents outside the skeet trap ranges, just to make sure that all teams have spaces to sit around, get their equipment sorted out, and just get their strategy going.
Not to forget, have some chai, popularly known across the world.
Yes, sir. We could use a cup, couldn't we? Of course, you got these golf carts all over, eco-friendly, taking athletes from one point to the other. First look at Ganimat Sekhon. And of course, in the final, we've got the Kazakh team as well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our coverage of the ISSF World Cup. You're watching now the mixed team gold medal match in the skeet event. Well, she'll certainly be very happy after an individual bronze in the skeet event earlier on. The Kazakhs were out of a medal, but it's Olga Panarina and Alexander Yashchenko, the two.
Jitendra Beniwal, coach of the Indian team. You can hear the fouling shots going on.
Sighting, sighting, fouling, fouling, just to make sure you can follow the path. With the Indians finishing on top in qualifying at 141 points in the qualification, they will probably have the privilege of shooting first in the gold-silver shoot-off or medal match. There's more shots from qualifying. Sekhon and Bajwa, just to remind you, Sekhon's partner here, Angad Veer Singh Bajwa. Makes for a good combination, those two. And Sekhon, of course, once again, should be right on top of a game in terms of confidence after winning that bronze in the individual event. Ah, wonderful shot. I love that.
Following the flight path of the target.
That's on Sekhon's pouch, the cartridge pouch.
The pins from across the world.
Did you collect any?
Oh, many. We exchange them when we go to the Olympics with other countries.
Well, do you display them somewhere on your equipment or elsewhere?
On the bag or on the cap, or just go back home and put it up in our medal cabinet.
Yep, pin exchange is big thing. Some people love to display them, some just generally loose. But here's the walk-in, and you are watching the gold-silver match in the skeet mixed event. As we have mentioned, this is a change of format. In the finals, we don't have 6 teams. It used to be, we just have 4 teams. One set of 2 fighting for bronze, which has just been settled, and the other set of 2 teams fighting for gold and silver. It's just 1 against 1, and it gets to be really exciting. So here are the introductions. Alexander Yashchenko leading the Kazakh effort.
Nice confident wave at the crowd.
And his partner, Olga Panarina. Wow, she's 51 nearly. And I have made much about the fact that you can be a top-level competitor in the sport till a very late age. And Panarina showing just that here today.
Angad Bajwa, 25-year-old, Asian Championship gold medalist. And here we have Ganemat Sekho, fresh from her victory the other day. 20-year-old Junior World Cup bronze medalist.
And,
Jitinder Beniwal, the coach. Hemraj, also an ex-athlete.
and Krishna Kumar, the referee in charge. But you mentioned junior world bronze medalist. But more importantly, for me now, in terms of confidence, her current success, the bronze medalist of the ISSF World Cup 2021 New Delhi. How about that? Just a couple of days ago.
Well, it does the world of good to your confidence actually coming fresh from a victory. Of course, we're going to see her body language in this competition as well.
Well, a post-match discussion by Parinaz about what could have happened, missing out on bronze by just one target. So here's confirmation. The mixed team.
That's Angajweer Bajwa and Ganimard Sekho for India, and Olga Panarina and Alexander Yaschenko for Kazakhstan. India gets to go first.
Courtesy the fact that they finished right on top in the qualifying at 141. Remember, 2 rounds of 20 shots. And here we go.
Angad Bajwa off to a good start,
Look at
getting
that
both the targets.
aggressive self-confidence on his face from whatever little we can make out through body language.
He's the fastest athlete I've seen. The fastest finger, I would say, quick gun, Murugan.
Quick gun, Angad. Okay, down to our individual bronze medalist now. Ganima Sekho. Can she follow what Angad has done to begin with? Yes. 2 more to go from station 3.
Oh, she's just going to get 3 targets in this round.
Well, missed the second target, which flew away quite rapidly in the distance. Alone, forlorn, unshot. Olga to shoot first. Panarina, all of 50 years old. Not such a bright start, missing 1.
Smoking both.
Yep, so 3 pink clouds for Olga Panarina. Missing 1, and it's up to Alexander Yaschenko to see whether he can keep pace. He needs 4 points here to match the Indians. He does well to begin with. Oops, just a little malfunction happens, so he will reset. And I've said this before, but I'll ask you again, Gagan. The athletes are used to this. They can sort of refocus quickly enough.
Yes, they are. Sometimes the target breaks before it is launched. So that's a no target again. The referee asking.
Okay, I think we're all set again. So 2 targets malfunctioning. He just makes sure that he has the cartridges all set, and we wait for the call. Well done, despite that double delay. Yaschenko, perfect. And that will ensure that the 2 teams fighting for gold and silver go at an even 7 onto the middle station, number 4. Now, this is a tough station. High to low first. Well done. Well, your fastest fingers are on the job, Gagan.
Yes, he has quite an amazing set of reflexes there.
Oh, Sekho once again missing 1. So India fall behind just by a bit, and Olga Panarina will have to use all her experience to ensure that this window of opportunity is utilized by shooting both the targets. And she does. So the Kazakhs have the opportunity of taking an early lead if Alexander Yashchenko should get both. Not so sure what the problem there was. Oh, perhaps the airplane. Yeah, there's an airplane going overhead. And Yashchenko said, well, listen, that's bothering me, so I'm going to step back. And of course, the referee allowed him to do so. Well done. And the Kazakhs take the lead by 1. Angad, of course, would be a little upset at not making the individual skeet final. I wonder if you had a chat with him about his frustration there, which, of course, he can now recover through by getting at least a medal here, silver, but I'm sure they're looking for gold.
Yes, Charu, I haven't had a chat with him, but looks like India's gunning for gold. Yes, they are.
And they're gunning for glory as well. Gagan, of course, runs some wonderful academies around the country. Gun for glory. Oh, Sekon, not on mark today. Misses yet another.
Looks like she's having a bit of a trouble with her second target. It was the 2 low houses first, and now the second target from the high house.
This time she missed the first. So,
I think
well,
she has to get her timing right.
Yeah, something for her to think about as she comes back to relax a bit before they start off on their second set of 20. But this is a huge advantage for the Kazakhs.
Olga not giving them a chance, smoking both the targets. Not quite what she'd like. She missed one.
Yeah, but I can't see Yashchenko. That's 1, and then you can see the plane overhead missing the second. And now Alexander Yashchenko, if he gets all 4, they'll take a 2-point lead.
A bit slow on the second shot. He misses the second target.
Well, this will ensure that the Indians don't fall too far behind. But if he gets the next 2, still a 1-point lead for the Kazakhs in the offing.
And he misses one. India and Kazakhstan are going to be tied with 16 apiece.
Well, that's quite incredible because he shot really well before that. Gets the first one here. Just a minor delay in sighting the second, and that sails away untroubled. Well, he'll be very disappointed because the Kazakhs here had an opportunity to go maybe 2-3 up. A reminder of the end of the first set. You can see plenty of red in the final station. And even as we speak, Angad, Mr. Fastest Finger, gets both the targets, does very well. This is the second round, ladies and gentlemen. 20 shots again. And the Indians have started well through Angad, who has been in very good form, looking very tough. It has to happen when I say that, isn't it? It's called the commentator's curse. Misses one.
Seiko not missing any. And she's making up for her earlier losses, getting all 4 targets.
Well, the ladies to the rescue now. Sekon did not have a particularly good first set of 20, but this is a perfect start for her, and she'll be delighted because she does need to come and support Angad, who shot very well in that first set of 20. Panarina now. Misses one.
And it's the aircraft again.
So earlier, Yashchenko says, I'm going to wait. And there it is again. So just a hint of distraction because the aircraft moving in a certain direction. Your eyes subconsciously tend to follow the aircraft. So she did very well. Uses the experience to step back and say, I'm going to wait till I have a clear sky. Well, one more miss. So suddenly things turning towards the Indians, but this is still early in the second set. Remember, gold and silver at stake. Again, just a hint of hesitation. The wind's again picked up. And sometimes, of course, the wind swirls a bit. And much as you might try and allow for it, a little bit of change in the wind direction can just move the target off a path.
Yes, Charu. In fact, if the wind's blowing from either direction, one bird's going to be fast and the other bird might just be slow because the wind's going into the bird, um, the target. So Alexander missing the second target.
The second target, by the way, from this station was moving with the wind, so perhaps it went a lot faster than Yashchenko anticipated. It was flying away, and thus the miss. So now the Indians with a distinct advantage at the halfway stage. 2 shots apiece here from the middle station, and Anga does very well again.
Just shows the kind of confidence he exhibits with that fast shooting.
I think Sekhon just taken a bit by surprise there. Wasn't quite ready, even though she did command. And the target flew out. She missed the first, got the second. But off camera, she can still afford a smile. So they know they're a shade ahead, the Indians. Well done, Olga. Ms. Panarina getting both from the middle station. Tough station, this. And now with his confidence a shade shaken, Alexander Yashchenko needs to get both. That was an important double. He can afford a private smile to himself. Did very well. And as that moved away, he sighted it and got the second. Final 8 shots apiece. Well, 8 shots a team, 4 each. So this is what it all boils down to now. The final set of shots for gold and silver. Good start by Angad again.
That was a reverse double, getting the low house target first and the high house target next. Now it'll be a double, the high house target first. And he gets them both.
This is just a fantastic start from the final station. Big smile by Angad as he walks back because this would have given Sekhon a little bit of heart here, knowing that even if she misses one, she'll be okay. But of course, she doesn't want to. Well done. Great start by Sekhon as well at the business end.
Last 2 targets. She misses one, but India is going to pull away with 33.
Well, the difference is 9, and you've got only 8 shots here. So I'm afraid the goal seems to be settled because 8 points will still give you
that's an
32.
applause already for India.
Which is why there's some early applause here. Well done, Team India, but the Kazakhstan's shooting for pride. All athletes tend to do that, and she misses one. So the distance grows between Kazakhstan and India for a while. Of course, at the end of the first, it was tied, wasn't it? So this has been terrific.
Yes, it was. In fact, they had a bit of a shaky start, but I think in the end, oh, she misses one.
Well, this is rapidly falling away for Kazakhstan, and Olga Panarina comes back, waves to the crowd, admitting that, well, all right, we didn't quite shoot gold, but we'll probably take silver and be happy. Yashchenko for pride. Final 2 targets to get to 30, but that still will be 3 behind India. Misses one, so an imperfect finish for the Kazakhs. Well, a wry grimace there for Yashchenko. And the Indians delighted with another gold here at the ISSF World Cup, New Delhi. Gagan, terrific performance.
Superb shooting. That's some superb shooting. Angad Bajwa going into it, very fast shooting, followed by Ganemat Sekho. She was absolutely brilliant. I think Indians going to be very happy with that performance. The targets were a bit erratic, moving with the wind, but I think they improvised on it and kind of got them at every shot.
I think we will make special mention of the conditions, not ideal, little blustery, the wind coming in from largely the southwest, but every once in a while changing. And of course, earlier there was some rain and conditions still overcast, not making it ideal for visibility. But all that notwithstanding, the Indians shot just a little better at their home range, and the Kazakhs wilting towards the end, but still taking silver. So a happy memory, a medal of any color really is a happy memory, Gagan, at a major event. The Indians well done. Sekhon with a double here, a bronze in the individual and a gold in the mixed event. She will be a very happy young lady.
Well, I think India is going to be on top of the medal rankings overall, looks like, with the kind of medals that they won yesterday and now today with the gold here as well, because you have more weightage to the gold. And the confirmations, India on number one with gold medal, Kazakhstan falling behind with silver, and Qatar falling behind Kazakhstan with the bronze. And a white smile there by the Indians, Angad Bajwa and Ganemat Sekho.
So the official announcement of the bronze going to Qatar. Of course, they beat another Indian pair earlier on. Guns aloft. Qatar taking bronze, getting the better of Parinaz Dhaliwal and Mairaj Ahmad Khan. Kazakhstan, the silver, Olga Panarina and Alexander Yashchenko. And now to step forward and offer appreciation to the home crowd. Not that there are spectators here, but here we are with the gold medal. Ganimat Sekhon and Angad Veer Singh Bajwa. Well done. That brings an official end to our mixed skeet contest. And I'm sure even at the Olympics and hereafter, Gagan, this is going to be a very popular event, the mixed
Well,
final.
yes, we have plenty of time to work on this. This event is, of course, will be on the Paris 2024 Olympics, so plenty of time for the shooters to get used to this.
A lovely, bright smile by Ganimat Sekhon there. And, well, she might with a bronze in the individual, a gold in the mixed, and Angad Veer maybe a little less prone to smiling. He has a shy smile on his face, but well done indeed. Just a reminder of how it all unfolded some time back as they walked into the arena. This is for gold and silver. Both the teams started well enough. At the end of the first round, they were, what, 16 targets apiece. And after a little bit of up and down, but in the second, the Indians started well and continued to do well as the Kazakhs folded just a shade. I'm sure they'll go back and wonder what was the problem. Maybe conditions, of course, they were equal for both the teams. So no real advantage there, Gagan.
Well, that's one of the best parts about the sport. The conditions, that's a rule actually. The conditions have to be similar for everyone. If it rains, then it's raining for everyone. If it's windy, then it's winding for everyone.
Well, in a sense, of course, they'll all be very relieved and delighted that the rain went away after a short, sharp shower. And although conditions remained a little more humid and certainly overcast, but there was no more rain. So we had a dry set of conditions for this gold-silver shootout and earlier for the bronze as well. And happy pictures at the end for the medalists. So thanks so much for joining us. The Kazakh team will go back and reset and try and do a little better. Wonderful to see a 50-year-old shooter in the gold-silver match, Olga Panarina, and compared to her, a 20-year-old from India, Ganimat Sekhon. So Sekhon with a double. Angad Veer Singh shot very well today. And from all of us, we do hope you enjoyed this mixed skeet final. Qatar taking bronze, Kazakh taking the silver, Kazakhstan that is, and the Indians, the home team, taking gold once again, as they have over many events earlier in this ISSF World Cup. Thank you so much for joining us from wherever you're watching around the world. On behalf of Gagan Narang and myself, Charu Sharma, it's goodbye for now.